Welcome, one and all. Just a glory. What?
Oh, no, yeah, that actually debuted on the morning show. So, yeah, Roberto did work for them behind my back. So, yeah, Stoney thought it was weird. I think it's weird when you have a coach right there in front of you, ask him a hard question. But, hey.
Oh, dear.
We're doing weird now.
Oh, boy. Okay.
How's Ric Flair?
And here we go. Yeah.
No, take the flag back.
Oh, boy. All right.
Take that flag back.
This is an A and B conversation. I'm going to see myself out.
When you choose violence, you get blood.
Oh, dear. Well, I was going to say, I just kind of getting ready to get into something, but is there something else you'd like to talk about?
Oh, there is, but we'll just move on.
All righty, then.
We'll save it for Friday.
Can I say this?
We'll save it for Friday, yeah.
Hold on. What are we saving for Friday?
You said what else I have to say. So
what are we doing Friday?
Friday?
Why can't Friday be fun? Oh, all right. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, hold on. I will say, on a scale of 1 to 10, that song's about a 3.5 on the meanness scale.
No, it wasn't that. It was just,
Oh, you're upset with
how it was done and presented, and it was like, oh, okay, we're doing things behind my back now.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, come on.
That's not Rico. That's not
Every
really.
song about me is made behind my back, quote unquote.
No. When it airs on the show, that's one thing. When I get phone calls in the morning, that's a different thing.
Okay, you know what? Of all the fights I get into, Rico's gonna handle this one. I'm out.
We good.
Leave me out of this one. Let me attempt to start something.
Kids would say we Gucci.
You know what? If you ever use that phrase, chair to the spine. Now, I'm going to say some words I did not think I would ever say on these airwaves.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
I didn't know. All right.
No.
So, and this is a live taping of the Howard Stern Show. How many people can they bring by and gawk at us like we're circus animals?
The window, man.
Get out.
See them over there? There's the lion right over there.
Here's a live taping of the Valenti and Rico Show. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do next time they bring a tour by?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Get out.
Don't do that.
Now, I want to...
That's what he should be doing.
Chair right through the window.
They're showing around some clients like, and here's the Valenti Show.
Oh, I hate when they do that
Double
stuff.
middle finger.
Oh, and look. Oh, this is Rico Beard eating his lunch. I think it's cucumbers. Get out! You can just talk to us like we're normal people. Oh, and that is David Hull.
They don't want to mess with us.
He's currently doing show research. One problem. You're 3 feet from David speaking. He can hear you.
Make sure you don't touch that glass.
Well, it's always when they point into the glass. Right here. Yeah.
And that's Kenny Cott. He's currently eating coney. Yeah, I know. I'm right here. Now, let's get to business. I think I agree with Wojo on something. I am telling you as we sit.
David, can you speak to me? I think my headsets went wrong.
Drug testing.
Are you there?
We're good. I think we're good. Can you hear me?
I did. Is Mike's... is that you, Mike?
So here's the deal. There's one condition to me agreeing with him, but I want to workshop something because I've had enough. I have had enough of the entire U of M scandal story. And now we have reached a point by the Big Ten's seeming inaction. We have reached a point where we're talking about refurbished vacuum sales and mystery LLCs. And is Blake Corum or is he not in business with Connor Stout? Like, we have reached what Rico refers to as the bottom of the chili pot. We've reached a point in this where now Michigan has Harbaugh loyalists putting out this limp wiener dossier of, well, our signs and blurg. And it's like, they weren't stolen. In the article, it says it's not illegal. Stop. Wojo last night said something, and he goes, I blame Tony Petitti for this. I blame Tony Petitti for letting it get to this. Now, where Wojo and I differ is he thinks Petitti has stoked the flames. Petitti's been a bit of a troll. I don't agree with that. But here's what I'm telling you. As we sit here today, what I'm not going to do is refurbish vacuums. What I'm not going to do is some deep dive into an LLC in Wyoming. You know what? That's what journalists are for. Do the work.
You're not going to talk about Blizzy C?
Right. BC too. And, well, did you see his socials? No. And no, I don't think it's weird that Blake Corum is a lawyer. The guy's making the better part of 7 figures in NIL. I'd hope you'd have a lawyer.
And a financial person.
Right, I'm not mad about that. Now, here's the deal. One of two things probably happened. Either Stallion's committed a felony or Blake's in business with him. And if he's in business with him, he'd be ineligible. Figure it out. Get your life together. But this is where I agree with Bob. If tomorrow the Big Ten levies their judgment as we are told, and they don't swing a hammer, and this is once again flaccid pickle theater, if that's what they do, I will end up agreeing with Wojo. Because if this thing has been strung out this long, it is Wednesday of a game week. And make no mistake, I hate those scumbags. But you cannot on Wednesday or Thursday of a game week drop a suspension. You drop it during David's sermon Sunday morning or at worst Monday afternoon. You put on not one bow tie, but 2, the way David's uncle does it, and you drop the hammer. Now, if they come out tomorrow and they're hitting, the Big Ten drops a bomb. Respect. None of this matters.
So what is a bomb?
I got to get to that. How about this? I'll tell you what it can't be. It can't be.
I was about to say you're going to get it to next.
No. It can't be that 2-game suspension. If Petitti comes out and it's the 2-game sportsmanship rule book,
then what were we doing?
Man, exactly. And Wojo's right. If that's what they do. Now, if they come out tomorrow and they go, here's the deal. We exhausted all of our options. We attempted mediation. We have tried to speak to Michigan on this. They have been non-cooperative. Here is our evidence. This is what we got. We are ... And it's Harbaugh done for the year. It's they're not eligible for the BTG. Whatever it is. Then I'll go, all right, you waited for a good reason and now you're at war. I'm not telling you it should be. I'm telling you that as we sit here at 2:10 as a radio show, I can't look you in the eye, Kenny in the eye, David in the eye, and talk about vacuums. I can't do it.
What about reconditioning?
I can't do it. What has happened with this thing is an absurdity.
But this is why I said settle this a long time ago. Because the longer this goes, the more foolishness people are going to find. They're going to keep digging and digging and digging. You could have made this all go away. It's embarrassing. Just cooperate. And we would be on the back end of whatever punishment they were offering. And we could have moved on. I'm tired of this. But this is going to keep going because it's both sides. There's no compromise. It's like, guys, this is where Petitti does need to walk into the room and say, okay, enough is enough. I'm going to fix this.
No, he walks in the room and it has to be this. Anything less than that, and this was a total waste of everyone's time.
To the other 13 teams, I'm not about to kill this program. To Michigan, you're not about to get a slap on the wrist either. Here it is. Here's the punishment. You deal with it. If you don't like it, take it out on the field with each other. But here's the punishment. The 13 teams won't like what he says. Michigan's not going to like what he says. No one's going to like it. That's why I said he's going to get fired over this. Him and Central Michigan are going to be the 2 worst. They're going to get the worst of all of this. Central's going to blow up the team and fire the staff, and Petitti's going to be a 1-year commissioner. They'll be searching for somebody new this summer.
I just want to know if you guys have reached that point. Look, I don't agree with much of anything Wojo says, but this one, I agree, but I think for different reasons. I agree that this has been handled in a way. I don't understand Petitti's delay in response, which Rico's referred to. I don't understand in this real, long, drawn-out process. When a player, a young man, or if you want to call them a kid, gets in trouble, do you know how quickly a team suspends them? There's no due process. Now, very rarely do you get a Mozzie situation where a kid gets in trouble, still plays. Very rarely. But we even saw a situation last year or this year, the conference stepped in on Spencer Brown, and by the way, they should have. Spencer Brown had a dirtbag move against U of M, a dirty play. He should have been kicked off the team in my world because he's also ass. He's terrible. He's one of the worst right tackles in state history. The point is, the Big Ten walked in 24 hours and went suspended.
Yep.
So I don't want to hear any more about due process. I don't want to hear any more about any of this. I want to know if you're at the point I'm at, that no matter what the punishment is, you got to say something. Now, tomorrow, I will tell you if they come out and this is weak sauce, Wojo's going to be 100% right. I'm man enough to say it. If they come out and they end up angering the rest of the Big Ten, Michigan gets a back rub and a bubble bath, maybe they go with Roberto to one of those massage parlors, whatever Roberto does in his free time. My point is, if that's what tomorrow ends up being, Wojo's right. So that's where I'm at. You've delayed this. You have upended this damn radio show. You've upended the discourse in this town.
Mike, this
Thank
is the
God
top story across the nation.
I went to ESPN. I'm so glad you said it. I went to ESPN College Football because I wanted to do a couple things for Cash the Ticket tomorrow. Forget it. Forget about it. May as well be the Michigan Daily. U of M this, U of M this. Here's Stephen A. screaming at Chris Russo about this. Here's Paul Feinbaum farting into the camera about Michigan. Here's Heather Dinich. Here's this. I go, you know what? Red X out. I don't want to see it no more. So if it has gone on this long, doesn't Tony Petitti have to drop a bomb tomorrow or run the risk of looking like a complete buffoon? I'm telling you, if he doesn't show up with a chair, Wojo's right. Man enough to say it.
What if?
Want to hear from you.
What if the penalty is? I'll tell you next.
Jesus. I mean, it's getting shameless at this point.